What's going on? It's Matt here. I wanted to make a video in 2025 of my 1988 Yamaha Virago XV750, and just a few of the things I've done. I just did a 600 and something kilometer round trip from Northumberland up to the Renfrew area yesterday. One day trip, but I packed extra gas and had a great ride, and she did really well. Couple things I wanted to go over on the bike. I've switched out the side panels. The battery cover broke and I ordered more to another set, and I've got them drilled, and I have cable ties on them, like the aircraft cables. This one always just comes loose. I got to put some sticky putty stuff in there to keep it in there, but I put the cable ties on there to keep them in. I put these 10-inch Apes. This is the biggest thing I've done this year, is the Apes. New brake line, and I had to do a new throttle line because I broke it. Just rerouted the throttles, or factory length, so I rerouted them, and the clutch was rerouted. But these are the 10-inch Apes. They're working out really good. I switched the riser to a straight riser. I had a pullback riser. It's hard to see right here. So these risers are off of Amazon. They look cheap. They probably are. They've got the big 1/2-inch nuts in them though, bolts, and they are better than the fancy looking ones. I think they clamp down better. I've done a few shakedown rides on it before I went to Pembroke, and what I found is that they do not move when you clamp the hell out of them. And they made it 600 kilometer trip yesterday after the fact, so that's really good. I'm really happy with that. And I put these 8-inch MGO mirrors on there that I have them flipped down. I don't like them sticking up. This bike's tall enough, and with the bigger tires I put on in the spring, the bike's just tall, and it just looks really funny. And Viragos look funny already. They're already a pretty ugly bike, and they are trying to reach to the sky. So those mirrors, I have them tucked down like that, and I think they look fine. I see under my arms and armpits beside me, they are just fine. What else? I put a 1984-85 XV750 seat on it. It was so comfortable, honestly. It's sleeker. It's in better shape than my other bike, than my other seat I had for this. My other one's super comfortable. It's cushy, but it looks huge, and this one's super sleek. It's hard to tell in these funny old 80s bikes, but this one's way slimmer, and it was so great for that trip yesterday. It really proved it only cost me 30 or 40 bucks from the wrecking yard. It's perfect. I put these blacked out little bullet signals on here because I liked the old ones, but they were 3-inch lollipops. I liked the red rear ones, and I liked the clear front ones, but they were huge. They were 3-inch. I had these kicking around from when I bought this bike out, and I decided to put them back on just to tighten up the look of the bike a little bit. I ended up moving my plate over to the shock mount. Someone on one of the Virago forums told me to give that a go instead of on the axle. Hasn't been giving me any issues, and I can service the bike and get the wheels off it without having to screw with that anymore. I don't know why I didn't try that sooner, but sometimes you just get fixated with something and the way something's supposed to be, and you get stuck on it. So anyways, what else? I'm sinking into the asphalt here, so and I'm leaking a little bit of oil because I actually had this case off multiple times doing the stator and the pickup coil, and it was the pickup coil was wrong. It was sending the wrong timing pulse to the CDI, and I was getting no spark. I was getting spark, but the wrong timing. So I pulled it off and apart so many times that I didn't want to put my new seal on until I got it right. And then when I got it all pretty much together and working and charging, and everything was working right, I never wanted to take it apart the last time and put the seal on. But now that I am having some little bit of oil leakage, I will get to that on a rainy day. It is about an hour in and out for me to do it now to take it all apart. I've reinstalled my tool case because I took my bags off of it to give it more of a standard look, and I've got everything I need to work on my carbs and make some minor adjustments. And let's see what else. I'm gonna rebuild those forks. I have everything I need. I think I'm sending them away. I've done a lot of work to this bike. I'm really enjoying it. I'm going to send those forks away and get them done properly. And I rewrapped my exhaust because I had so much exhaust wrap left over from 2 or 3 years ago when I first bobbed it out the first winter. I was putting it away when I made it into a bobber on this channel. I wrapped it, but I had all the extra, and I figured, why not use it up? I had all these like clamps and whatever, those zip tie things and that. I figured, instead of just raw, burnt up looking crappy paint steel, and I didn't want to spend more money on painting it and it being down and waiting and blah blah blah. So I rewrapped those pipes, and yeah, I put this fender back on. This fender's off an XV750 as well. It's chrome, so it's it's mid 80s, whereas the bike is late 80s. But it's one of those lower profile ones. You can see more sidewall. I think it looks great. I think if I wrapped it black, it'd look awesome, instead of trying to scuff it up and paint it. But I think it's an awesome profile. It's way thinner than the 86 and up. It's the 85 and back fender. I love it. I think it looks great. It doesn't think it looks great. It doesn't look super slick as a chrome fender, but I think it looks great as its profile. Anyway, it's other things I always have to touch up. Like I took off my stanchions, my saddlebag brackets, so I got to touch up spots like that. And but I'm really happy with the bike, more so now with those bars on it. It's super comfortable. Got them where I want them. Those risers really do help. Put the bars a little more forward and get them up where I want them to. If they snap, I'll put the factory 1985 ones back on off the 1000, and they are the short ones, but they angle towards me a little bit. I'll just have to roll the bars a bit more forward, but it'll help push me back on the bike a bit. I have contingencies for this bike if I need it, but yeah, so I really like this bike. I love this bike. It's an old cheesy old 80s Sportster copy. I really love it. It's really fun. Works for me. I'm about 5'9", in the evening, 5'10" in the morning. I'm about 220 pounds, and I got it set up just right for me. And it runs so great with these tires, the carburetor being rebuilt again. I cleaned out back in the late winter, early spring when I had it all apart, and the new stator, rectifier, everything I put on it just made it really run just right. I think it's really where I'm really happy. I'm going to get those forks rebuilt so it stops leaking fork oil, and I'll get that sealant that I mentioned at the beginning of the video. And yeah, man. Oh, and I've got a ram mount on it. This was given to me. My neighbor's such a nice guy. He gave me this ram mount for free a couple years ago. Put it on my KLR. It's super low profile, so I put it on here, as well as he gave me a ram mount like water bottle holder, and I put it on the KLR. And the guy's just a super nice guy. He got a bunch of orders through work mistakenly, and they let it slide, blah blah blah. And he gave me a couple. Came over one day, we were talking about he's trying to get rid of them, and so that was super nice of him. But what else? Okay, so when I did the 10-inch Apes, I gotta say that I had to extend both sides of the wires. They were super tight, and to bring them back this way after I got all the wires routed, I would have torn stuff out, and that could have been an electrical nightmare and mess. So to avoid that, I extended everything about 4.5 inches, more like 4, but I did 4.5 inch extensions of wires on each side, and that covered the 1/4 inch on each side I was splicing in. Did it on my Kawasaki Vulcan years ago, and it works great. And as long as you just get really good continuity on the wires, boom, you're good to go. But yeah, man, this thing, I love it, man. I can't believe how comfortable this old bike is, how comfortable this old seat is. I had a great experience yesterday. I've had this bike since 2022. It is now 2025. I'm still riding it. I have a love-hate relationship with it, but I love it because it's working great, and tomorrow may not be. You never know these old things, but that's the chance you take. But that's the adventure of the whole thing about having old bikes and having a project, is that it cost me near nothing to buy the thing. I put parts into it, changed it up over in the last 3 years, and now I'm going into my 4th year of owning it. And I just, it's motorcycles kind of just set your soul free when you're out there and you're out of a cage and you're having a great time and on them. They just have that whatever your genre is, whatever your flavor is. They just have a way of doing that, and this bike is no exception. I am so happy with this bike. So that's just the updates. I mean, I guess I've polished up my wheels too. You can see, like, what I did was I made a video of this tire combo with these rims. It's posted 100%. Now I'm remembering now, but like, yeah, I got some of the black off the edge of the rims and then the spokes of the rims, and I just polished it up, and just it broke up. It gave some contrast, you know, broke up the blacked out look. It's a retro bike, and you got to keep it kind of retro instead of trying to look too modern. And I've tried to do too many different contrasts of modernizing it and making it old, like it is old and retro. You kind of sort of have to embrace it when you're not going to do a chop and make it kind of into a full-on iron chop. But anyways, yeah, so that's it with a 10-inch Apes, new stator, rectifier, a bunch of new stuff, new cables, couple new cables, bled the brakes. I actually just washed it up today again after my trip, got the bugs off of it. But anyways, yeah, so I think I'll leave it there. This is what she's looking like in 2025. If you're determined enough to take an old piece of crap and fix it up and on a budget and make it run, and you're not super worried about how you look and about having, like, you know, the brand new Vulcan Vaquero or Road King or whatever, or, you know, if you just want to ride and you're not worried about it too much until you're ready to drop the big bucks on something nice and new. Don't get me wrong, it's nice to have nice new things, but sometimes these things just, they get you out there. Once you're looking through those bars, it doesn't matter. I personally, I'm getting too old to worry about the cost and worry about how I look. I really don't care anymore. It's the feeling you get when you're looking through those bars. It doesn't matter what the bike looks like, in all true honesty, in my opinion. So it's nice to have nice things, and you do what you do to get out there. But I do what I do to get out there and afford it and everything. But this is just this bike is such a joy to ride now, man. I really love it, and I hope you're enjoying the videos I pop up on these on this bike and on my other bike and such on this channel. And you know, any questions or comments or concerns, put it in the comments there, and I'll do my best to answer your questions. So bye for now, guys.